Nowadays, it is really hard to connect with others. It doesn't feel like a safe space. We're just distracted by life. So having this retreat where we could really go deep with one another was the perfect antidote to all of that. To screen time, to work, all of the distractions that typically distract us on the day-to-day. I love hanging out with my friends. I love going to dinner with them, getting a drink, going to coffee, going on a walk. I don't drink coffee, but like a tea, whatever. I love doing all of these things with them. But recently, I've been craving something a little more. So this past weekend on Saturday, I hosted for the very first time an at-home retreat in this apartment, the one that I'm sitting in right now. And it was amazing. It was so heartwarming, so enriching, all of the above. So that's why I'm here today to share with you how exactly to organize and execute an at-home retreat in your home, in your friend's home, or in whatever space you can find. So let's get into it. Step number 1, set your intentions. Why do you want to organize and host this retreat? For me, it was all about creating a safe space where me and my friends from different circles could come together, share, laugh, eat, move, breathe, and connect with one another. Maybe yours is a little bit different, but just be sure what your intentions are before you do anything else. Then you can move to step number 2. Start brainstorming the people that you want to invite. They can be friends, they can be strangers. Make sure they're not like complete strangers, maybe friends of friends. I'm not gonna encourage you to invite strangers into your home. Like, please do not do that. If you do that, I'm not responsible. Oh my God. Set a certain amount of people that you want to include. For my case, that was 6 because I only have space for around 6 to 8 people. And I wanted to start on the smaller side because it was my very first time doing this. But whatever your space fits, choose that number. And then reach out to different people that you think would also be excited about this retreat idea. Once you reach out to them and you find a date that works for everyone, then you can move on to step number 3. Form a group chat. In this group chat, you can start with a really friendly, simple message, remind them of what your intentions were, thank them for their interest, and then what you're gonna do, you're going to give them ideas for activities that you can do for this retreat. If you need some inspiration, I kind of thought of my retreat as an adult women's slumber party. So I thought, okay, like if I went to an adult women's slumber party, what would I want to do? I didn't limit it to just wellness activities, because when you usually hear the word retreat, you think, oh, it must be a wellness activity. No, it doesn't have to be that. It can be literally anything that you want that aligns with your intentions. Whatever it is that you imagine happening at this retreat, share it with them. And then they're gonna come back to you and they're gonna share what they want to contribute. Not everyone has to contribute something, but I guarantee there's gonna be at least like 2 to 3 people who want to contribute something. So don't worry. Literally every single person I invited wanted to contribute something because they were just as excited as I was. So don't stress out. Then you're gonna move on to step number 4. Ask them how much time they need for their activity that they want to contribute. It's as simple as that. Okay? And then you're gonna move on to step number 5. Plan the actual retreat. You have the activities. You have the amount of time that's needed for each activity. Now, you just need to map out your program and honestly ask for feedback from your attendees. If you have 2 different kind of yoga sessions happening, that was my case, then ask, okay, should one go at the end? Should one go at the beginning? Whatever it is, and you're not sure, ask your attendees. Then what you can do is either just put it in a list and send it to the group chat so they know what to expect, or what I did was put it into a nice aesthetic format on Canva or whatever software you use and send it to the group chat. That will make them really excited, I promise. It will make it more official and fun, and I promise they're gonna be excited. And also, it's just like a little cherry on top. It's a fun thing to do if you're into that. If you're not, then whatever. Just send them a list and you're golden. Now we can move on to step number 6. This is where you prep. Give yourself at least 1 week of time where you have an idea of how it's gonna all play out. So in my case, I set up a makeshift table that I knew I was gonna use because I was gonna cook for everyone, or I did cook for everyone, and I knew that my kitchen table wasn't going to work. It only sits 4 people. I also moved around my furniture to make sure that everything would fit. You don't have to do all of this stuff. It's all dependent on the activities that are going to happen, but also remind yourself that this is like just a fun, relaxed time with you and your friends. This isn't work. This isn't something you're gonna be graded on. So if you do have to wait for the last minute, that's also okay. I just know from experience that the more prep you do, the less stress you'll feel. Now we can move on to step number 7. Have the retreat. Enjoy it. And don't worry about the program. I know you put all of this time and effort into it, but if it goes off track, don't worry, because what you're gonna do is go back to your intentions. For me, it was all about creating a safe environment for my guests to share, laugh, move, breathe, eat together. If we were forming meaningful connections with each other, I didn't really care what we were doing. It was more kind of like a guide. We did get through mostly everything. We didn't play Twister and we didn't do face masks, but we'll do those in the next one. And no one was mad about it. So just let go of the stress, leave it behind you, and just try to be present and enjoy the retreat. It's gonna be a wonderful time, I promise. Step number 8, you did it. And you probably had an amazing time. So thank your guests because it wouldn't have been possible without them. Thank yourself because it wouldn't have been possible without you. And make sure that you set time aside to just reflect on it and be proud of yourself that you created this safe space for you and your friends to really cultivate these deep and meaningful relationships and form these new connections and get deeper with one another. How beautiful is that? I know it sounds so cheesy, but it's so incredible. That's what life is all about. And I don't have anything else to say. That's step number 8. That's the final step. So if you are inspired by this video and you go out and you have your own retreat with your friends, let me know in the comments. Let me know what activities you do because I would love to get inspired and just hear what you guys are doing together. That will inspire me for my next one. And it's also just fun to hear about it. So that's all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you all. Bye.